Welcome back to BeerFormers, episode 46. We're still just shy of 350 subscribers. Just shy.
Who do we have to pay to get us up to that 350?
All you gotta do is share our video, please, folks. Hit that like button, hit the share button, hit the bell, all that fun stuff. Help us out. We're trying to get as many subscribers as we can because we're having fun talking about our two favorite things, Transformers
and beer.
And beer. So, this episode, I should say, we're talking about combiners still.
There's still more.
There's still more. We're going through all the combiners from Generation 1 right now, for the most part. I think we'll end up doing them all before we're all said and done here. Quick rehash. Combiners, Transformers that combine into a larger figure. Usually there are groups of 5, but sometimes they're not, depending on the particular Transformer you're talking about. We've been doing all the Scramble City style combiners, which means they'll have the square head and the larger main guy in the middle type thing to be able to plug in to be able to form the bigger guy. And we've been talking about how they have tended to come out in pairs, Autobot, Decepticon. And there's some sort of like thematic connection between the two pairs when they came out. So we've gone through the Technobots, which are rescue vehicles, Combaticons, which
They're good. They're bad.
Yeah, which are combat vehehicles, so we get the opposites.
Yeah.
Rescue versus fighting. We've had the Aerobots, jets versus Decepticons.
Bad.
Cars. And now we're getting into we did the Constructicons, but they didn't have a counterpart because they were not a Scramble City style. They were their own.
They're just their own thing.
So continuing on, there's only 3 more groups of the Scramble City style.
3. So they're not pairs.
Right. There's one that came out that was of that style that did not have a pair to go with
counterpart, huh?
Which we're not talking about that one yet. We're going to build a web to it.
All right. So are we doing good guys tonight?
We're doing good guys. We're going to talk about the
Autobots.
Technobots.
Okay,
the Technobots are a group of Autobots.
I already don't like their colors.
That combine to form a guy called Computron. This is Computron here.
And that sounds like a company from the 1980s.
Like CompuServe.
That you're gonna buy your Apple II.
It might be. Computron was unique amongst the combiners in the sense that he actually was pretty smart. When these guys combined together, he had the ability to do advanced calculations, et cetera, et cetera. So he could actually come up with like really good battle plans, yada yada.
Big brain on
the big brain. And interesting enough, in the cartoon, I don't remember the full details of this one, but I do remember the episode was called Grimlock's Brain. Grimlock, I can't remember the exact what happened, but Grimlock gets temporarily made into like a genius.
Oh my God, it's Flowers for Algernon.
Yeah, and he creates these guys as part of his newfound genius.
So these came from Grimlock?
Yeah.
Aww.
In the cartoon.
Okay.
In the comic book, they were just already existing on Cybertron, and they went with Fortress Maximus to another world to escape war.
Yeah.
And they've gotten involved in the whole Headmaster side.
I like the Grimlock storyline better.
Yeah. I can't remember why Grimlock got made smart or why he had to make these and then got his smarts removed. It had something to do with the Quintessons. I remember that much at least, yeah. So let's talk about these guys here now as we're getting into it here today. So this is the last Autobot combiner other than the Trainbots, which are another group that's not a Scramble City one, which we will get to eventually, and they were only available in Japan for the Generation 1. Computron here, his full line, he's got a lot of stuff hanging off the back. More so than any other combiner. He's kind of a little awkward in that design.
Those look like giant feet.
Yeah. And he is distinctive in that sense that, his thing, again, we had rescue vehicles and combat vehicles.
What's his thing?
His thing is everything is futuristic tech. Okay, so
it can be whatever you want.
Yes. So all of his component parts, as you start peeling them off here, they turn into Cybertronian, I guess, or futuristic vehicles.
Okay, well,
Which the Transformers start moving heavily into that in the later years because, like you said, they can make up anything. They don't have to get any licensing and things like that.
Looks like a lion head on the back, but also
it's actually a big gun. It's a big gun for the main guy. So Computron, again, a quote-unquote smart combiner. And his counterpart, which we'll probably do our next episode, was Abominus.
That name's cool.
Abominus was the Decepticon, the Terracon group. They all turned into monsters.
Okay, I can't wait.
Monsters versus high-tech vehicles. So,
let's start taking this.
All right, where do you want to start with?
Well, let's start with this right arm this time.
Okay, the right arm.
Can I ask you, did you get these as a set? Or did you have to piece them together?
I did piece them together, but not back in the day. I think I get them like a...
Did they come in a set?
I don't
or did you have to piece these together?
I think you had to piece these together. Yeah, there might have been a gift set for this one.
So this one's got a hand I got to take out. I already learned that.
And the big gun belongs to the middle guy in the middle here. So this first guy here, this is Afterburner.
Okay, and I'm going to say he's done since she's like, he can be whatever he wants to be.
Afterburner turns into a futuristic motorcycle. So that's the 2 wheels on it.
Well, this...
And so because it's futuristic, you're probably going to have a hard time guessing this one here.
This won't go down.
It will.
Hitting resistance. Thank you. All right. Well, this looks like a wheel.
I know the least about these guys because these guys had that one main appearance in the cartoon, okay? And then the cartoon, it was about the same time the cartoon was ending. So he didn't get a lot of screen time. And even in the comic book, he had even less.
Is that it?
No, not at all. All right. Not at all.
I always was
You're trying. You're not. That's why it's kind of fun.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll fold these back.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, now I see it because those are like exhausts.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, that's much better.
So that's basically it. And it's got some weapons attached to it too, to kind of flesh it out a little bit.
Rolls.
So this thing goes on one side. So it gives him like a big boost of firepower there, and this one goes on the other.
Yay.
So
Okay.
Afterburner.
All right. Not bad. Not bad.
I can't remember his function, but it'll be on the screen. But all these guys were, kind of supposed to be.
Function?
If you think of them as all being like advanced prototype type things, right? So each one of these guys is supposed to be like kind of like the next generation of whatever they're supposed to be. So I think he might have been a gunner or something like that. That's why he's got all these guns on here. No, that's definitely the gunner here.
Okay, well, let's take this guy.
This guy is strafe.
Oh.
I do remember this guy because this guy is famous for he's a gunner. That's his function.
Are they supposed to come off?
They can be handheld weapons, or they're actually the front ends of the spaceship mode.
Whatever this guy's supposed to be.
It's a spaceship.
All right, that looks like a head.
Uh-huh.
All right. Ooh, I figured
this guy's
that
a gunner, which means his job is to shoot things, right?
That probably
He's
goes like
notoriously a bad aim. He just kind of strafes, shoots everywhere, and hopes for the best.
Okay.
So they always talk about him being like, get out of his way, but he left the fist on still.
Oh, I thought.
Got a big fist coming out of his butt.
Well, whatever floats his boat.
That's why I don't mark these shows. It's for kids.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can cinch this up here a little bit too. Otherwise, you had it. This will go up, so those fists will kind of go in there, so they don't flop around.
Oh, that makes more sense.
So again, it's there we go. It just had to lock in there.
The color is very.
Yeah.
Not a big fan.
A lot of oranges and a lot of like maroons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you're
I feel like I'm looking at an old McDonald's restaurant interior.
So this guy just would shoot everywhere, and people are like, "Oh no, straight shooting and get out of the way."
Okay.
So that's straight. Kind of
right.
futuristic, fast.
Runway and strafe.
Afterburner.
Afterburners. Okay.
Good. Who's gonna do that? Which leg?
Well, let's see. This one's closest.
Okay.
Okay. And that's a foot pad.
That's a foot pad. Yep. This is Lightspeed.
Oh.
Now we had this name before earlier, right? When we talked about the
that's got to go.
The Brain Masters. It was the guy who was going to be Lightspeed, but because they already had this name here, I had to headcanon it and give it a different name of like Supersonic.
Supersonic. Okay, I think I got it.
You got it. Yeah, it was pretty.
That one was.
Usually the leg mode guys are almost always in the regular mode now. You haven't transformed these into robot mode either.
Nope.
Let's see. This guy had two guns.
You want me to start doing that, or do you want to wait?
We should go back. We should go back and do them real quick before we forget. Well, I'll just put these guns here in this one. So we had two guns in there. This guy was known for just being super fast, even though he's a car. That's the thing, Lightspeed.
Okay.
So we'll
Afterburner.
Afterburner. We'll take
Space guy and strafe and Lightspeed.
Lightspeed.
Okay, I try to remember these names, but man, I haven't got any good mnemonic devices going on in my head yet.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
All right, and I'm old, and I worked all day. Okay, what is going on here?
Remember how I fold that over like that? Yeah, just doing it just like that. You're doing great.
That's stuck. I always feel stuck to me, and then you do it, and it looks like butter.
Well, you're probably like putting it like a slight twist on it at the same time.
That's cool. There's his little head.
And his gun, because he didn't really have proper fists, his gun goes in the side. You're like,
so see what?
So there it is, Afterburner.
So I feel like I got to pull this guy apart again. Okay, I did that. Oh, I see his arms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
he's pretty intuitive, I think.
Arm.
Yep.
That's going to be his head.
His head up.
I see his head.
Look where his face is, though.
So those arms need to be like that.
Yeah.
And then those go like that.
Did you pull them down already? I think you did already.
I did.
And these can go in his shoulder sockets, or he can hold them in his fist.
Well, we're going to do that.
So again, he's straight. He's shooting everywhere.
What if one went on his shoulder and one went on his
Well,
hand?
then he would be off balance and stuff. Who would do that?
Where does it go on his shoulder? Do I have it upside down?
No, it goes in that peg there.
What peg?
Right there.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, but that's a starfighter.
Well, that's stupid. We're going to do that.
That's stupid.
Who designed these? All right.
Somebody Hasbro.
Yeah, well, they don't even let us go inside there to take pictures.
We haven't talked about that.
That's stupid. Okay. All right, here we go.
That's Lightspeed. He's the little gun. little side guns usually don't go in robot mode. So again, all these pieces you can lose, Noel. You love that. All these pieces that might just be gone someday because they don't plug in here. Yep.
All right. I just pulled this all the way off. Oh my god.
Luckily, it just snaps back on. Don't worry about breaking it again. There you go.
Yes. Well, because I did.
And this little gun fits on the side of his hand.
Okay. He's very tight.
Yep.
He did not get played with a lot, but he's the best looking one.
I bought all these as an adult collector, so I did.
He is the best looking
I didn't
one
play
by
with
far.
them. I mostly, transform feet the other way.
How?
This little peg on the side.
Oh.
That way it looks more like a...
I wanted him to hold
you
it
want to
the
hold
cool
it sideways
way.
again? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, afterburner, strafe, light speed. Next we have nose cone.
Nose cone. All right.
Nose cone claps into the classic drill tank.
Yes.
Which never works in real life. You never have a real drill tank.
Sure.
The way it works in the cartoons.
Not with that attitude.
I'm trying to pull off.
The foot.
Okay. Just wiggle it as you do it back and forth.
Wiggle it just a little bit. I think it's done.
And then, yeah, these two things would go on the sides to kind of give him, again, some more firepower.
His name's Wiggle. Nose cone.
Nose cone. Play on the drill thing there, right? All right, let's go ahead and transform him. Yeah, I can't remember any of these guys' functions and stuff, so they'll be on the screen as we show, as Noel's doing.
I'm going to guess this has something to do with drilling.
Yeah. I think he's a demolitions expert, if I remember correctly. Demolitions, I can't remember
Follow
what.
me.
I think Lightspeed was a courier.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Strafe was a gunner.
Well,
I can't remember.
Because he's super fast.
I can't remember Afterburner off the top of my head.
I found his head. There's his arms.
Yeah.
This
one's got a weird little transform thing I'm going to have to show you here real quick.
Okay. Well, yeah, because I've already...
I'm just folds it down. You're doing it right so far.
Okay.
Right. But now from the arms, you see like in the shoulders there's like a pivot part like that. So when you do that and you fold it down, you'll just make sure that doesn't pivot down again. Otherwise, he's got, it comes down at a weird angle.
Okay.
So it's meant to be like that.
Oh, it's got to go up a little.
He's got like a little weird deal in here, so like the thing can kind of fold down and out at the same time. And then there's his little handgun.
Nose cone's gun.
His little handgun there.
Okay. And I see a little peg. I'm gonna get this.
So the Japanese love their drill tanks. Almost every
do.
transforming line has a drill tank at some point or several. Again,
they must think that they're just all over the place.
The most
in the
ineffectual
in every corner.
weapon. All right, this is Scattershot, the leader. The Scattershot is kind of like one of those superhero type mentalities again. The leader.
It's heavy.
Yeah, of these guys, he's probably not the smartest because he's mostly just being heroic and
What's he supposed to be?
He turns into a futuristic spaceship.
Does his head
very
come off?
very similar to Strafe. Yeah, that's Computron's head. So that's come off.
I guess
and
that
chest piece comes off too. Yep.
All right, that's all I got.
Okay. Very super not intuitive on this one. I don't blame you for not getting this one. Do not feel bad. Do not feel bad at all. Okay. So this one, these go back like that.
Forever.
That goes up like that. And he's got these two little guns that go in the plates. It seems got the little square thing like these guys' heads to plug in there. So he's got more guns that go top and bottom.
I cannot believe they got people to shell over hard-earned money for these.
For these?
Yeah. These are really...
And then you just take this one down to be able to land him like that. But that's his vehicle.
That is a very flimsy landing gear.
Yeah. And if you press that gray button there, see if it still works.
Okay. Whoa! Okay, that was cool.
His gun.
I like that.
His gun appears. So he can actually... This is his name, Scattershot.
He's happy to see
so he's just a futuristic spaceship thing like that, right? But see if you can make him into robot mode now. I just popped off on the go.
Okay.
These little guns are just there for his vehicle mode.
Well, does this thing spin around again? You have to do that whoopsie-dipsy thing that you just did?
Yeah.
This? Well, this looks like a foot.
Yeah.
Alright. So like that, maybe?
This was on his backpack still, right? So it gets folded up and goes on his back. So if this is in the way, you probably need to get it out of the way first. Probably have to go this way with it so you can fold it up.
Okay.
So, like that.
What? Oh, I made the gun come out. Whoops.
Yep.
Okay, and then this looks like an arm.
Just kind of fold, kind of fold out a little bit there. There you go.
Maybe.
You're getting it.
No, not really. Oh,
yep,
okay, like that.
Yep, you straighten it out.
All right.
Yep. So this is probably my least favorite of all the combiners. just like you're kind of not feeling it right now.
No.
Either. Yeah.
What's this thing do? Oh, there we go.
That falls down. Now you got to pop his head up because his head is down a little bit. So you just got to pull it up.
Okay. Then this is
So let's go back to get him out of the way, and that again goes in his hand.
All right. I like how clicky he is.
Yeah. Mine's got some fading. It's like turned pink with age.
Yes.
As opposed to more like red, like it should be.
All right. There we go.
I see you put their guns in their left hand sometimes.
Yeah, just to shake things up a bit.
In my world, Decepticons are lefties.
Of course.
And Autobots
In your
are
head
righties.
canon.
In my head canon. Because, the left hand is the
Sinister.
Yeah. So that's Scattershot. Now he has a third mode too. This is the last guy that has it. So when we do the Terracons next, the main guy does not have a base mode. His base mode basically is the gun thing, like, there's probably a little more to it than that, but functionally he just becomes a gun emplacement, so you can shoot.
Womp,
Boom, 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 boom.
womp,
This gets involved somewhere in there. I'll put it on the screen, but it's not important because no one that I knew ever actually really played with these like that.
Right. Because it's dorky.
Because it's dorky. But
this is kind of cool. I like, if he was in robot mode, I would love that. If I was playing, I would do that all the time. I would be like, ha! Surprise!
So you're saying you like this?
I think this is fun because it is a surprise.
Kind of dirty.
No, it just now it's broken and it won't come out. Ah, there we go. It's just kind of a fun surprise.
It is. I agree. I don't disagree.
If he was in a robot
I'm just
mode.
being crude.
Yeah.
Because, why not? It's my show. So, that's the Technobots, unfortunately. I don't think too many people that I've seen consistently rate these as like they're amongst their favorite. There's somebody out there who's like, oh yeah,
there's going to be somebody who it's their absolute favorite.
Yes, absolutely. And if it is yours, please put a comment at the bottom. We'd love to hear from you and tell us why you think the Technobots are so good. Again, I think they suffered from coming out late in the run. They barely had running out of ideas. They barely had any screen time for the cartoon because the cartoon ended prematurely. They definitely had more to do in the next spin-off Japanese show, The Headmasters, because that kind of kept on going, whereas in America the cartoon basically stopped. But even then, they weren't like all important,
Yeah.
But they were important enough that they got a redo. So
and of course you have that.
For the Combiner
Did
Wars,
I get that for you?
I think you did. This came as a gift set. So this is the redo. And what's cool about this one is, or not cool depending on your frame of reference here, is that this set came out twice. A Japanese version and the American version. Sort of like we talked about Bruticus last time.
Yeah.
The Japanese version is probably the better one because of I think the way that they did Nose Cone and Strafe in particular. Yeah. Those figures are, in my opinion, are more accurate to the original molds as opposed to what the Americans got. What the Americans got instead, though, was we got a little bonus figure, the little guy that fits on there.
That's cute.
Yeah. And it came up with another guy. Yeah. There's a guy called Scrounge, I think his name was, who turned into like a wheel in the comic books only. And so they took an existing toy that was like a flying saucer. And this guy is supposed to be Cybax, who was supposed to be like the guy who controlled some sort of big information database. And so these are kind of a way to kind of throw in there a couple of like obscure characters with them. And so I got Scrounge displayed by himself, but I let Cybax stay there for this one. But yeah, this is the Combiner Wars version of the Technobots.
It's a little loose, but I like
a little flimsy.
How detailed it is.
He is
more colors, better colors too. Some of the originals, I guess, is an homage, but
the middle section, with the exception of the parts on the back and stuff that hang out there, this is the exact same toy as for Superion. So they just modified a few of the individual pieces on it. So even the head has like a face.
This makes more sense. This is a better drill tank.
The one for the Japanese has a bigger drill on it. That would make more sense because it's going to be, if you're going to drill underground like they always try to portray, that's going to be like that. So I would love to have at least a couple of the Japanese pieces.
Sure.
So
you can.
So mine could look better, but yeah. But it was a cool toy. It had a totally different set of feet and hands compared to the other Combiner Wars guys. They did a redo on that, but that is Computron, the quote unquote smart combiner. So now that you've seen the Technobots, what are your final thoughts? Again, just not.
No, these are the most boring ones that I've seen of all the different combiners. Just you can tell they were starting to kind of maybe get a little dry in the creativity. Well, maybe financially it wasn't the top priority at the company. I think they could have done better. There's some this one's got the best features. I like this one the best of the little guys because he's red and I like his storyline.
Yeah.
But otherwise it's just a little lackluster.
A little lackluster.
Yeah.
And I think that's fair in some ways. Yeah, because this is, like I said earlier, this is the time when almost all of the toys started coming out with not Earth forms. So they got to make up kind of whatever form they could be in.
Which you could say that's kind of cool because then your imagination can go wild.
Right.
But the thing that was appealing to all of us kids in the 80s was that they were based on real things.
Right.
So that's just taken in a whole different direction. And so, I mean, I don't even remember these because I think they just went totally off my radar when they stopped
came out
like
in
a real vehicle.
I'm probably going to get this wrong. These came out in 88.
Yeah, I was
in
in
90
junior
was
high
the
by
end
then.
of Transformers for 2 years in America. So these came out right toward the very end. Very
I was
much
interested in different things
Yeah.
by 1988.
Boys.
Maybe.
So,
Anyway, and I'm definitely interested in beer now.
yeah.
So can I talk just a little bit about a beer this week? Because we're in another phase where we don't. Boy, people are they're gonna stop tuning in for the beer, which I know is what everybody tunes in for. But
we've
don't have
done
the
a lot
beer.
of traveling,
Yeah.
so it's been hard sometimes.
We had to try the beer at the place. So I'm going to try to make this description quick. We have a lot of pictures that Dave can put up on the screen.
They'll be up there. Well, there's one. Well, I'll say one thing too about this place before you tell anyone about it.
Sure.
This place did not even have the ability to take beer out.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So it wasn't even an option for us this time. So.
Which is why
Yeah. It was good.
I would say that this is the first time we've been to a place where the beer was not the star of the show. The beer was kind of on the side. That's not to say it wasn't tasty, but that wasn't why it exists. And this place we went to is called Hangar 18. What's fascinating about it, it's in Windsor, Illinois. And the reason we went there was because it was close to a state park that was 2 hours away in the middle of farms in the woods. So we decided to check it out. And when you walk up to it, it just looks like a box. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, what am I getting myself into? You go inside and it's this big, like, industrial looking, wide open, beautiful space. And it's got amazing food. We had terrific pizza. They do brew all their own beers there on site. They all have funky names. What's interesting is the way they deliver the beer, it's all in pint glasses, but they fill it from the bottom.
The bottom fill system.
And then there's a little cap on the bottom to hold the beer in. And the caps have clever little sayings on them and things like that. And the idea is supposed to be, I think, to keep it more carbonated.
So you don't get a big head.
Yeah.
Too much head, I should say.
So let me just tell you a little bit about this place. Welcome to Hangar 18. It says it's your ultimate destination for unforgettable nights. That says we have a laid-back vibe and a perfect mix of good music, delicious food, and refreshing drinks. And I would say that's definitely true because one of the things we realized after we left is you go around the side, they have this giant outdoor concert performance area.
Yes.
So they're probably the center of entertainment in town.
Yeah.
So
it's a pretty small town. I don't know how big the town was, but it's definitely a farm town. It's a farm
middle
town.
farms. But
yeah.
So if you go on their website, you'll see their menu of food, their list of current beers, and their list of upcoming musical events. So lots of stuff going on. One of the funniest things that we saw was your food is delivered to your table by a robot. It's a cat robot. I don't know how to explain
it was like an R2D2-ish in shape.
Yeah.
The overall shape was kind of R2D2-ish. Had big eyes on it, and it talked. I can't remember. It was so loud that you couldn't hear what it said. The weird thing about it was that the robot wasn't allowed to actually give you the drink. The waitress had to come out and take it off the
right.
robot.
And so a waitress took her order, but the robot brought the food out to our table, and the waitress put it on our table.
I do remember her saying the robot's not allowed to give it to them.
Yeah,
they have
but that was fascinating. So
the robot's not taking anyone's job all the way.
The first time I've ever seen a robot in a restaurant. But I don't know who brews the beer. They don't have their brewmaster. They have the owner of the establishment listed on their website. And they own other restaurants in town. So I think it's really a restaurateur.
But their tanks are visible.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
They brew the beer there, but that their brewmaster is not listed on their website.
Okay.
I think they're restaurateurs. My opinion from the context clues is that the beer is kind of
If you
secondary.
know more about Hangar 18, please let us know too.
But just some of the beers that were there, that they were a mixed bag. We all in our group had different beers. I had a blood orange, wheat beer that was fantastic.
Yes.
Then I had an Oktoberfest that was very odd tasting. And you ended up drinking it for me. We
Yeah, I
had
didn't
switched
mind
beers.
it. I didn't mind it. Yeah.
But it didn't have the sweetness that I expect in an
For an
Oktoberfest. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
But they had really good IPAs. No, it was a blood orange IPA I had. That was really good. I had also had a Bark at the Moon, which is a Belgian wheat. That was very much like Blue Moon, and it was right after Ozzy's passing. It was delicious. So for the most part, I thought the beers were very good, and our pizza was great. Well worth going to. But yeah, like just right there in the middle of a farm, in the middle of farmland. So
we were camping that weekend with friends at Shelbyville Lake, Wolf Creek, I think was the name of the place, Wolf Creek Campground or something like that. And so yeah, we were looking for places to go. So we went to there's a brewery nearby in that town. So we drove and had it. And as Noelle said, food was good. The atmosphere was great. The beers were good, but they weren't like, a couple of them weren't anything to like, to
here's
like,
a few other
crazy
names.
about, but they were fine.
Amber's Mama's Got It Going On is their amber beer. They got a Citra IPA. The World Needs a Hero, which is all-American, it says, yeah, I think it's like a Budweiser. All-American hops and grains.
You want us to have that one too, I think.
Yeah, Raging Redhead, which is a German Kolsch.
I think I had that one.
Yeah. German Lager. Poor Decisions Pilsner.
They didn't have any dark beers, did they?
No, they did.
Did they? I don't remember that.
They might not have had it on draft that day because they have a darkness stout.
But no growlers, no cans, no bottles. You have to drink it right then.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. First time we've had the bottom fill system was when we went to see a minor league game down at the Grizzlies there, the west or east of St. Louis there. So just describe it one more time. Well, you'll see pictures of it on the screen when I put it up there. But there's a hole at the bottom of the glass with a magnet. The little cap is actually a magnet. Right. So when they put it on the thing, the beer fills up, and when they're done, the magnet snaps back down. That's what seals it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. Yeah. It took us a while to figure that one out. Luckily, we didn't try to experiment by popping the magnet up. So
yeah,
bottom.
Word of caution: if you do, if you go to a place like this, you see don't put your finger up in there. You'll lose some of your beer. Yeah.
But it was cute. So
actually, we at Gateway we kept our magnet. It's on our fridge now.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So anyway. So yeah, it's a fun little place to go to if you find yourself in, and I wouldn't say not Southern Illinois, it's more like Mid Illinois. Yeah. You're in the Springfield, Illinois kind of region of the state, so kind of right smack in the middle. Go check them out. I recommend them, especially for the food. The food is great. If you go on a night there's a concert, I'm sure it's probably a blast.
I bet
we weren't there for that, unfortunately. Like I said, we didn't have a beer we didn't like. We thought the beers were fine. No, like you said, it wasn't their thing. It wasn't their main thing.
The Oktoberfest I was not a fan of, but the other ones I had were really good. So it was an interesting balance.
And because we were with friends, we weren't thinking about let's film a little bit inside the restaurant because we could have done that.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Nothing to try this time, but still a lot of good times at Hangar 18 and fun talking about the Technobots.
Yeah, for sure.
So, as we get ready to wind down here, as we do, if you have any questions about any of these guys or want to let us know in the comments. If there's any Transformer we haven't talked about, let us know in the comments. We'll try to get that into our rotation as soon as we can.
And if there's any beer or spirit you'd like us to try, put it down in the comments below, and we'll see what we can do about it.
For more information about Transformers in general, there's two places I always recommend. One is the tfwiki.net. That's the Transformers wiki. Pretty much anything you want to know about Transformers can be found there. I am not sure off the top of my head if Christmas Feely has one on the Technobots. He likely does because he's done most of the combiners that I'm aware of. So if you know, let us know. We'll get that mentioned there for sure. But Christmas Feely has a great channel on YouTube called The Basic Song. It covers lots of different topics, so check those out as well. So as we get ready to wind it down for real for this next episode here, as we like to say here on BeerFormers, please play responsibly and drink responsibly. We're drinking responsibly now, but not drinking at all. And thanks for watching us here on BeerFormers.
More than meets the eye.
Thanks, Ron. Bye.